This is a gyroscopic binocular stabilizer that I put together. I built it because I enjoy spying on my neighbors. Who doesn't? Most of my neighbors being birds, nature, and yes, the occasional sports game or movie going on at the next building. So I'll do a quick demonstration of how this works and then tell you some interesting fabrication challenges that I've had with this. But a little creativity made it work out in the end. So you can see this gyroscopic wheel has some weights on it, and it spins up the speed and resists movements in yaw and pitch to the binoculars. So I'll demonstrate this axis here. If I let go here, there's nothing resisting pitching here, right? So I'll bring up the gyroscope up the speed here, spinning here, and I'll do the same balance. You see? Pretty slow. It's definitely soaking up some of that pitching. And if you hold it, you can actually really feel it trying to resist your movements out of plane. Once again, and it just flops dead when it's off. So this is a fun little build. Went together pretty quickly. Now, there have been some interesting challenges putting this thing together out here. I'm currently in Finland under my wife's Fulbright out here, and there have been some interesting building challenges out here. So first of all, you'll see this gyroscopic wheel would have been much better to have just been lathed out of aluminum. I don't have a lathe here, I have a 3D printer, and that's about it. And so what I did to make this wheel was 3D printed a wheel here and put in some screws, because if this wheel is lopsided, it's going to result in a lot of rumbling, which is going to be really counteractive to spying. So these screws allow me to pull a little bit of mass in and out from the center to balance it. So I can pull a little mass out there and get a little bit more weight on this side. So the tuning process is pretty tedious, and I don't have a lot of methods to really fine tune it, but it does help to bring things a little closer. Now the second big challenge for this thing was that if you look at binocular and camera mounts, most of them are 1/4-20 threads. Now I'm in Finland. I had a lot of trouble finding screws, let alone anything that wasn't metric. So everything here is metric, and I had really no way to find anything that was a 1/4-20 bolt to be able to attach this guy to the binoculars here. So what I did is I actually 3D printed my own bolt. Now, I'm not as silly as you'd think, because what I did is I actually 3D printed a threads for a 1/4-20 and embedded a smaller metric bolt inside to give it some bending strength here. It actually works all right. This isn't a super high load fastener here, and so it does the job. At least I can keep working and continue on my way without having to stall all of my progress to just wait for the perfect materials. Now, when we get back to the States, I hope to reapproach this project and quite a few others with right tools and materials that I'm used to. But for now, things have taken a little more creativity and persistence, and still getting things done out here. Just watching the game next door, they just scored a goal.